How's it going, everybody? I'm Sam Lee, reading for Writer Joey Marazzo, and welcome to Gaming Instincts. When it comes to a new generation of consoles, there are plenty of brand new games that players can sink their teeth into, along with memorable game franchises from previous generations that make their way to the shiny and new consoles. A few notable titles that have been given this treatment are Skyrim and Grand Theft Auto 5. Despite releasing during the PS3 and Xbox 360 era, the games span across 3 generations of consoles. Most recently, the latest legacy titles to receive the next-gen treatment are the first 3 games in the Mass Effect franchise. Mass Effect was originally released to play on consoles in 2007, with the final game releasing in 2017. Even though the latest game in the franchise is only 4 years old, the original trilogy needs polishing in order to take advantage of the power of the PS5 and Xbox Series X. Mass Effect becoming playable for next-generation consoles has sparked player interest and left them wondering what other featured titles might look like if they're given the same type of facelift. Here are the top 5 game franchises that need to receive the Mass Effect treatment. Number 5. Metroid. Reviving this classic sci-fi adventure game and bringing it to older fans of the franchise would be a fantastic idea. The search and discovery gameplay would surely delight previous players and attract new ones as well. Many fans discovered Samus through the Super Smash Bros. Series. It is only through the online service on the Switch that players can learn more about that character and play as her in her franchise. Super Metroid is currently available to Nintendo Switch Online subscribers through the SNES Classic Library. Nintendo fans have been clamoring for a Metroid Prime Trilogy remaster on the Nintendo Switch ever since the console launched in 2017. We would like to give a disclaimer. The following information has not been verified and therefore is not factual. It is mere speculation, so please take it with a grain of salt. Since the announcement of Metroid Prime 4 at E3 in 2017, fans have been craving the first 3 Prime games to be brought back to the Switch system. Those prayers have been fueled by countless rumors claiming the collection is real and has been done for quite a while. Many people speculate the collection will be released as we get closer to a release date for the 4th game in the franchise. Hopefully, we will see Metroid Prime 4 within our lifetime. Number 4. The Legend of Zelda. Nintendo does not have a wonderful track record when it comes to bringing older titles to the Switch. Aside from the NES and SNES games available through the online service, the games Nintendo decided to remake or port are slim. Most recently, Nintendo ported over Mario's 3D classics with Super Mario 3D All-Stars. However, only 2 of the games in the bundle received any semblance of a resolution bump in visuals. Not to mention, this entire bundle was made limited time only. Previously, Nintendo focused on Mario during its 35th anniversary. In similar fashion, they turned their focus to the Legend of Zelda franchise as its 35th anniversary passed. Leading up to the initial announcement of Skyward Sword on the Switch, it was rumored that Nintendo would release another trilogy similar to Mario, featuring significant titles in the Zelda franchise. Nintendo fans have been particularly eager for remasters of The Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, and Ocarina of Time. Having these classic games brought to life once again for the Switch will bring a new passion to the legacy titles and build up excitement for the upcoming Breath of the Wild 2. As for now, Nintendo is only planning on releasing Skyward Sword for the Switch, but there could be room for more ports as Zelda Anniversary continues to be a point of interest for fans. Number 3. Fable. Another franchise that could receive the Mass Effect treatment is Fable. The announcement of a new Fable game last year for the Xbox Series X excited many fans. The opportunity to capitalize on revisiting the original trilogy before its release would provide players with a chance to revisit the world and get accustomed to the game mechanics again. One hang-up that could halt remaster plans for this franchise is the backwards compatibility program featured on the Xbox. All 3 Fable games are backwards compatible with the Xbox consoles and are available on Game Pass. Currently, the only titles that Microsoft has revisited for updates on the newer consoles are the Halo franchise with the Master Chief Collection. It is still possible for the Fable trilogy to receive the same treatment, but it is unlikely that it would happen. If there were to be an update to these classic games, it would most likely be through the FPS Boost program or by using the power of the Series X to upscale the titles in a higher resolution. It may not be the same treatment as Halo or Mass Effect, but the games will undoubtedly run and look better as the excitement grows for the next installment. Number 2. Splinter Cell. Instead of a remaster, fans are pleading with Ubisoft for a new game in the Splinter Cell franchise. Splinter Cell's first release was in 2002, with the most recent iteration, Blacklist, releasing in 2013. In those 11 years, there have been 6 main games in the franchise. If Ubisoft remasters Splinter Cell for a new audience, it is unlikely that all 7 games will make the cut. The titles that will be featured in the potential Splinter Cell remaster pack would include the first 3 games of the series: Splinter Cell, Pandora Tomorrow, and Chaos Theory. These games have received better review scores than the other games in the franchise. Many fans would love to play these classic Sam Fisher adventures once more as they hope for an announcement of a new game in the future. And finally, number 1, Uncharted. Uncharted is the least likely game to receive a remaster because PlayStation released the Nathan Drake Collection, which already enhanced the visuals of the original trilogy. The idea of these adventures looking similar to The Last of Us 2 is a thought that would get many people excited. Naughty Dog has always pushed the boundaries in terms of game visuals. Most recently, this was demonstrated in The Last of Us Part 2, which pushed the limits of the PS4. There have been rumors of Naughty Dog remaking the original Last of Us for the PS5 to debut alongside the PS5 version of its sequel. Rather than devoting time to games on the PlayStation 4, they should take a look at Uncharted. The PlayStation 5 is capable of incredible graphics and frame rates. We have seen this demonstrated in games like Spider-Man Miles Morales and the upcoming Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Bringing a franchise that dominated the PlayStation console since the PlayStation 2 and optimizing it for PlayStation 5 would make these already incredible games much better. A remastered Uncharted experience would be a great appetizer as you await the next adventure in this legendary franchise. This has been Gaming Instincts. The full article is linked in the description below, and if you want to check out other awesome articles, head on over to our website at gaminginstincts.com. Make sure to subscribe to our newsletter and YouTube channel to stay up to date on all that gaming news. Thanks for watching. This has been Sam Lee, and until next time.